Certain items remind me of becoming more resilient. 3 of those are my dog's favorite toy, represents my dog, an apron from my grandparents' house, my copy of Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. Let's get started with my first thing, my dog's favorite toy. As I said, it represents my dog, and the first night I got him was chaos. He was having accidents everywhere, wouldn't sleep, wouldn't eat, whining, and I was left with a feeling of, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can keep him. Did I make a huge mistake in getting him? And those feelings eventually went away pretty quickly, replaced with all love, and he's one of the best things I've ever done. I'm also reminded of resilience because I got a divorce with the person I got him with. And keeping up with his routine, taking care of an animal, and just having something that was regular when the life is falling apart really helped me move on and stay active and not fall into depression, which I will talk about later. My second thing is an apron from my grandparents' house. My grandparents represent resilience to me in lots of ways. They survived the Great Depression, World War II, and everything that came after that. They had a successful life, bought a house, paid for mine and my sister's college educations for the most part, helped my parents out, and were just so strong. Also, my grandmother lost the ability to walk, and my grandpa took care of her and built her ramps and just day-to-day life took care of her with very little help from the outside for a very long time. So that strength is really something that I think of every time I see anything associated with them. So I've talked about 2 things so far. My dog's favorite toy and an apron from my grandparents' house. Now let's on to my third thing. My copy of Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. I'm reminded of times where I've suffered from depression. One in particular where I was also really sick and I didn't know why. And things were starting to go bad with my relationship. Wasn't sure how to handle that. And just, I felt like there was no way out. And I turned to my bookshelf and just kind of picked it up because it's my favorite of the series, probably. And I started reading it, and it helped me escape the never-ending barrage of thoughts. And so it reminds me of how I'm able to kind of get out of my head for a little bit and move on and overcome those times and just be resilient. So certain items remind me of becoming more resilient. I've talked about 3 things. My dog's favorite toy just teaches me that even when things are hard, if you persevere through them, you can experience great joy. My grandparents, an apron from their house, just reminds me that even if the world is falling apart around you, you can get through it and be a success. And lastly, my Harry Potter book, specifically Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, just reminds me of overcoming depression and distracting myself even throughout it, but knowing that I can also get out of it.